It all started when Sleepnora floated directly through my torso mid-sentence and said in her best approximation of a whisper,
"Master Cthulhu, how do I make a blanket that hugs people back?"
I blinked, figuratively. She elaborated.
Croissant-chan had a bad dream about being left in the oven. Again.
No! I'm supposed to be golden brown delicious!
She even had a meta dream where she was the croissant dreaming about being a burnt croissant. She needs something soft, something warm, something haunted.
At that, I immediately approved the project. Not because I'm emotionally invested in my chaotic pastry daughter. No, of course not. Obviously. I just wanted her to shush about how I don't hug enough and emotionally radiate the same frequency as a disappointed ceiling. So we began. First, the materials. Sleepnora retrieved ghost thread from her closet of forgotten linens. It shimmered faintly with echoes, distant lullabies, grandmotherly humming, the collective comfort of every "it's okay" ever whispered by a sleepy parent. Naturally, I added a single lock of my own cosmic fur for texture and authority. Miss Starkey tried to help, but accidentally began cataloging the emotional frequencies of each thread until the blanket began sobbing quietly. We had to restart. Croissant-chan, meanwhile, had no idea this project was underway. She was busy in the bakery, attempting to bake a croissant that contained a memory of being held. It kept melting and weeping and demanding jazz music. Problems began when it woke up. You see, Sleepnora and I, like absolute fools, had the audacity to wax both eldrich and affection over it. So naturally, of course, it imprinted on us. The first sign something was wrong was when I tried to move it from the loom, and it gently wrapped around my wrist and whispered, "I know what keeps you up at night." The second sign was when it addressed me by my full name, which even I had forgotten. I attempted to quarantine it. Sleepnora hugged it. We eventually presented it to Croissant-chan, who took one look at the shimmering, whispering, warm living blanket and burst into tears so potent they retroactively soaked into the stitching and made the blanket stronger.
Oh my eldrich, thanks you guys.
She curled up inside it, declared herself a pastry burrito of love, and promptly fell asleep mid-sob with frosting still on her cheeks. We were, understandably, moved. The blanket now lives in the Reading Nook Annex. It occasionally says things like, "Cthulhu is emotionally constipated," but I'm pretty sure that's Sleepnora's fault. She giggles every time it says it. And yet, I do not banish the blanket, because sometimes, when the library hums too loudly with stories we cannot save, and I feel the weight of forgotten names pressing down on me, I sit beside it, just for a moment, and I let it whisper, just once, and only because I'm monitoring its behavior. Now shut up, and don't any of you dare tell Zeus about this. So, when Sleepnora was Rue, was she always this mischievous? No wonder the series never gave her screen time. Imagine trying to merchandise that.